What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another realistic rebuild on Madden 21. This is a next-gen rebuild, not that it really probably matters to you guys. Nothing really changed for next-gen menu-wise or anything like that. It's more gameplay stuff, but it's of the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers, a team that, how are they bad? Like, why are they bad? I feel like that's literally the slogan of the Chargers. Like, every other team can have whatever slogan they want. Maybe the Jets would also be in there, but no, I guess it wouldn't be how are they bad. It's just like, we know they're bad, I guess would be their slogan. But the Chargers have always been that team of like, we know they're bad, but why? You know? Like, why? They feel like, I feel like they should be better, right? Like, their roster is better than this. Yet, here they are with their mediocre record, losing 45-0 to the Patriots, yet they made other games competitive. I just don't understand it. Like, I thought when Phillip Rivers was gone, maybe things would, maybe improve, because Phillip Rivers was always that, like, come back miraculously late in the game just to throw an interception, and all Chargers fans were sad. Of course, the talent is there. I mean, I will say there's probably been injuries. Derwin seems to be injured like every season. They got rid of Desmond King, which kind of sucks for rebuild. And, of course, the corners are kind of on the old side. Charles Harris. I don't know why I'm thinking of the DN. Chris Harris Jr., 31 years old. Casey Hayward not too far behind at 30. Nwosu. I do like Nwosu quite a bit. I think Melvin Ingram's injured, but he needs a contract. He's 31. I'm willing to let him go anyways. As far as linebackers go, Kenneth Murray, obviously a bright spot here for us. And then Kaiser White, a guy that's like, is he going to be okay? Is he going to be good? Who freaking knows? I think the Chargers fans are like, no, he's bad. And I don't even know what to tell you, but there's potential. There's potential. I went into this one thinking it was going to be like a walk-in-the-park, easy mode rebuild, but I can see that, unlike the Cowboys, EA has given up on the Chargers. Like, it feels like the Cowboys and... why is Tillery at number 1? It feels like the Cowboys and Chargers have been kind of similar in roster talent, and the Cowboys have also kind of squandered those opportunities as of late, even though they haven't had, I know Dak's injured, but they haven't had the injury concerns and the injury unluckiness. I'm just going to call the Chargers unlucky. Their franchise it's just unlucky. That's about it. They haven't had the injuries really as much as the Chargers, so I don't know why EA always gives the Cowboys love no matter how bad they play. And the Chargers, they start off the year really solid, and then they drop immediately, like midway through the season. But don't worry, Chargers fans. We're here now, and we will save the day. All right, so we did give the Chargers a forced loss on this one. Frustrated. The whole team's frustrated at this point. Now, of course, the matchup you guys may be watching tonight, especially if you are a Chargers fan, the Raiders versus the Chargers. I don't understand. I really don't. Of course, they win, so, that definitely could happen. I could see it. Please stop winning, though, Chargers. Please. Okay, I'll take it. We do have re-signings, though. Like I said, I'm going to let Melvin Ingram go because he's going to regress hard here anyways. But Mr. Hunter Henry, I'm hoping the injury concerns are gone, right? I'm hoping. We're going to give him a 6-year deal, and we're going to hope he gets the superstar. Mike Pouncey, a guy that actually gets let go to free agency quite often. Maybe there's a contract re-signing that I'm missing, but I don't know why you would let him go. Your O-line is strugglesome. If the guy's got the name Pouncey, you keep him. Simply put, if the name Pouncey is there and he's not 58 years old, you just keep him. I should have re-signed Lamp right away because he was actually asking for like a 1-year, $3 million. Now he's asking for slightly higher than that. We'll give him a 2-year deal just because he's star. Literally, that's it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. Michael Badgley, I don't know. Well, I mean, we did it, but there's nothing more that could be said. There's a lot of guys here to re-sign. Oh, is this where Nabbers is? I always go for Nabbers. Well, it's nice to see the origin story. I'm going to keep him. A 3-year deal, rookie. It's nice to see fullbacks succeeding, It's like the long shot story. Speaking of long, no thank you. Speaking of long, it's been a long grind this month, trying to post as much content as possible on the channel. And I say channels, actually, because the second channel, PKR Plays, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to like, you don't have to. I mean, in general, you don't have to. But if you could do even one thing for me, it would be to follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But secondly, would be to check out PKR Plays, my second channel. Been doing Cyberpunk. I uploaded a Zombies video yesterday. Going to be uploading another Cyberpunk video today. I've been grinding this month, okay? I'm probably going to be chilling a little bit more in January when the ad rev drops. I'll just be honest. I ain't never going to lie to you guys. So we can chill a little bit, and hopefully I can get more back into the comments section. I know I've been neglecting that a little bit. I've been trying to get in there every once in a while. And we may have a stream tonight on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. I might do Washington and then Bulldogs and then I don't know. I don't really know because I don't once again I have to do more video stuff. It's been such a grind. He plays video games and edits for a living. Feel bad for him. Looking at the players, of course, we missed the playoffs. 4-12. I mean, I'll show you guys. We kind of cheated because obviously we had to force lose that game against the Falcons. The Raiders they won against, and then the Broncos Chiefs. So a bit of a yikes, just a little bit of a yikes. And you look at the teams they beat, and man, that's just there's not a lot of hope. I will say though, I'm pretty sure I didn't actually look, but I'm pretty sure the Chargers have had a lot of close games. Yeah, you can see, I mean, not even just this year. In general, it seems like that's the Chargers' way of life, barely losing football games. So then everyone's like, oh, they're trash. But still, losing is losing, I suppose. But looking at the stat line, Justin Herbert obviously having a very solid season, a Rookie of the Year type of season. 4,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. It would be nice to see someone like Justin Jefferson win Rookie of the Year, though, just because, it's always the quarterback at everything. If it's offensive Rookie of the Year, it's quarterback. If it's defensive Rookie of the Year, it's almost always pass rusher, right? So I want something new. 64% completion percentage, 97.8 passer rating. Not bad numbers. I will say Eckler, yikes. It appears there was an injury, but I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Keenan Allen, 12, 62. I wish it was 19, with 9 touchdowns. Mike Williams, 968 for 9 touchdowns. The jump ball king, Hunter Henry, 719 for 4 touchdowns. Guyton, 535 for 4 touchdowns. Eckler, not bad in the receiving game. Blocking was, really good. Obviously, I don't know what the story is real life because those numbers don't mean everything. If in real life you're blocking for only 2 seconds or so, but the quarterback keeps throwing it away, it's going to look all right on you. I don't know what the average, pressures allowed are and all that. But Nwosu at 8-5, 8.5 sacks, 11 for Bosa, Tillery 4.5. Really, the numbers weren't super great outside of Bosa. Pick totals, I don't even want to talk about it. Tackling, of course, is going to be low because, based off of real life here. Michael Badgley, 19 for 27. I'm so glad I signed him. As far as Ty Long, 3 blocked punts. Is that an NFL record? That may be an NFL record. I don't know how many times a guy's been blocked even more than twice in a season. Their blocked punts are not very common. As far as MVP, EA thinks Kyler Murray is going to come back, I wouldn't say out of the woodwork, but he's going to just shoot up some heroin. He's going to get to the top of the list and win MVP. They think Russell's going to come back. Mahomes is going to kind of hold steady. Watson has been trending that way. Josh Allen's been kind of shaky lately. They expect Rodgers to just sell, apparently, because right now it's a 1-2 race between Mahomes and him. And they got him all the way down at 6. That, woo, that's low, Matt LaFleur, Coach of the Year. I could see it. He's actually kind of underrated, but there's a couple other names that I can definitely think of. Let's see, where do they actually rank all the coaches? Sean Payton, they have a good roster. Kevin, yeah, I'd say very high. Sean McDermott would be very high for me as well. But yeah, let's continue going on. Herbert at number 5, Rookie of the Year is what we're going to look at next. Number 1, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Kenneth Murray at 8. Quarterback Herbert. He's in as a rookie. It's nice to be in that category, right? It's not the best, but it's up there. 2 for Keenan, 7 for Mike. O-line, maybe Bulaga. I don't know if I saw him or not, but pretty much all from the AFC North there for the awards. Bosa at number 5. Best linebacker could have been on the list. He wasn't. DB wasn't. And then kicker, definitely not on the list. Let's go to the Super Bowl, though. See who EA thinks is going to win the Super Bowl, actually, this year. And the winner of the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Packers. Okay, maybe a couple of years ago, but It's okay, the Patriots are apparently the Super Bowl champ. I mean, the whole freaking rebuild already is like super invalidated because of that. Melvin, not actually bad, but too many question marks, too old, and a lot of money. I'm going to be honest, a lot of money. That's probably the biggest factor, right? Tai Long was actually okay besides those 3 blocks. I'm going to give him a 2 year as well. He's not getting any guarantees, though. I don't know how common that would be, but he is kind of like a lower-end punter, 64 overall to be exact, so I'm not going to, it is what it is. As far as everyone else goes, I mean, I don't really see the value in most of these guys. Guyton, we'll give him a 2 year deal. I think that's fair. $26 million to work with. I'm going to see if we can get rid of anyone. Virgil Green's still around here. The hell are they doing? Denzel Perriman, meh. 28, never really developed. Rayshawn Jenkins, don't really need him. Michael Davis, I'd like to keep him, but I'm just going to probably draft corner pretty high. But let's take a look if we had any dev-ups. There might have been some on defense. Offensively, of course, definitely not. Oh, well, actually, Justin Herbert. I forgot about him. Superstar development trait for Mr. Justin Herbert. Inside Deadeye with Anchored Extender. Anchored Extender doesn't really make sense, right? Let's give him Pocket Deadeye. I'm pretty sure we tested traits, and they never actually affected performance, so I don't really care anyways. Looking at defensively, no dev-ups. Hayward is the one we needed badly. I mean, this cornerback spot is rough. Can we trade Hayward? We can. I mean, I really like Casey in real life, but here it's a different story. Like when you factor a rebuild into, Madden to real life, you have to basically assume, okay, this guy went down from a 90 to an 85. So let's say he's a top 20 player. That means he dropped to like a top 50, just based on overall alone. He's definitely manageable, definitely usable though. So we're probably, unless we land an insane cornerback class, probably going to keep him on for one more season. 26 mil to work with. It's all about the value here. Juju Smith-Schuster, wide receiver, is not that big of a need. It's definitely something to keep on the mind though. Desmond King is gone. There's got to be a reason they let him go. I mean, we kind of know the reason, but there is a reason, I should have said, for letting him go. So I guess we'll let that happen. Corey Lindsey would be an okay signing, but nah. We got our Mike Pouncey. Will Lutz. I mean, surely they are kind of going broke and can't afford him, right? I will say, this is a pretty bad class of free agents. I'm going to be honest. These guys are about as low as you can get here. I feel like Assembly would be a great signing. For some reason, the Chargers are like the team to go to if you're a lineman, I guess. All right, so we didn't get anyone like crazy, but Kalichi Assembly as our left guard is obviously a pretty big win. We do get Tega Wanogo. Let's just skip the whole it's pronounced blah blah blah, this and that. I just know that, okay. Let's look at Clint Dix. He's obviously not great, but decent backup. What pick do we have actually? Please be top 2. 3. Is this Sewell? This could be Sewell. I didn't want to go for a lineman this high, but I don't think you pass on him. I really don't. If he's there at number 3, I think you have to take him. I really do. Of course, I have no idea how good this class is. I didn't even check it. Like, I was about to just check it now, but obviously then I would be cheating. I forgot to check it because this is on Next Gen. Obviously, there's only like a few classes even up. So I really don't know what to do there. I mean, we could also go Patrick Surtain, who looks really good. Certainly he's good. I don't know. I kind of hope Sewell's gone. I'm not even going to lie. I hope he's gone, because if he's gone, then I could trade down, make a ton off the pick, and still end up with a solid corner. I don't know, dude. It is a tough one. Well, good news. We saved a bunch of money. And I'm not going to say, car insurance. Haha, what is this, 2010? But we also, didn't get a lot of players. So we got Marquel Lee as a backup. Evans again as a backup, as another safety. And then Jason Peters is still here. I'm going to put him at left tackle. The thing is, with him being there now, do we need Sewell? Obviously, Sewell's like a franchise-style tackle, but the signing for Peters kind of becomes irrelevant. Derwin James, I don't know. I feel like if he gets to a 95 or something, we're going to have to pay him like 7-year, 100 mil, but right now I think we might be able to get away with like a 5-year, 50 or something. I don't know. I also still would be willing to bet on Asante Samuel. I do not know what his rating is going to be in this, but I'd be willing to bet on him, I think. And who is this? Combine grade's way too high to pass, right? 7.9. This guy loves him. I don't know who that guy is, but whoever made this class absolutely loves this man. And I feel like you have to take him for that fact alone. And I don't know why I put so much emphasis on alone. Yeah, there's a lot of decent-looking corners here. We got a couple of DTs and a backup. Well, they're all backups, really. All right, we're going to the draft, and once again, I'm really hoping number 2 is Sewell. Even though we, like, want him, kind of. If the Jets don't take Lawrence. Thank you. If the Jags don't take Fields, I'd be surprised. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Now, man, this is tough because Sewell is just such a clear-cut beast. Nah, the Chargers, especially with Herbert, they got to take him. Sewell, number 3 overall. Left tackle, hidden development. I reached. Oh, no. How could I reach on one of the best-looking prospects of the last several decades at offensive line? Oh, no. We've sold unbelievably high. I mean, if you look at all these positions, there's no other position that the Chargers are taking over him. I mean, other than a trade down, there's just no one even close to Sewell there. And, of course, the Panthers are furious. They take Slater at number 4. Parsons to the Cowboys, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of an iffy one. Jamar Chase, that's a steal and a half. Let's go to the next user pick. Let's actually make sure we don't have anyone late first so we could snag, like, Caleb Farley. No, not him. Sean Wade looks really good. But, like, we do have other corners. Oh, man, this is tough because, like, I don't know if this person's going to have Asante Samuel Jr. high. I feel he will, but I can't tell. I'm just going to sell out for it, though. If Wade's there at 3, I'm taking him. But if not, as we expect, Rondale Moore is still there. Yeah, Wade's not there as we suspected. I think we can move down a little bit, though. I want to extend this draft as much as possible because these user-created classes are obviously pretty strong things to work with a lot of the time. But I don't absolutely hate the rankings of those first couple of players. Not bad. You know, we'll see in the end, but I'm not mad with it. The Bears, that's probably a bit too high. Why do I feel like I lost? We give up 35 Tranquil and a 5th for 42 and 74. Nah, we kind of won. And they get Holland. That's actually a big one for them, especially since they almost always lose Neal. Rondale Moore is there, though. Here's the thing. Rondale Moore is not going to be there at pick 10 in the second round. We've seen how high burners have gone lately in real life, so I'm just going to, act as if that's glitched, which it technically probably is, and we're going to pretend he doesn't actually exist. Asante Samuel Jr. is the clear-cut choice here, and we have sold unbelievably high. 71 overall, and an absolute waste of a pick. 56 catching on top of it. Definitely has potential, but that hurts. That just wasn't a good pick. Was hoping that would have been the corner of the future, and he clearly will not be. O-line, we do have some age concerns, but as far as pure talent goes right now, I think we are set. So we can maybe hold off. I don't know. Maybe draft one guy. Rondale. Yeah, Rondale's still there. So glad we did pass on him because obviously it is, in fact, glitched. Ben Cleveland. That looks pretty good. We could use a linebacker. Baron Browning looks pretty decent. So is McGrone. Late 3rd versus late 4th. Okay. It's really just like the battle of, like, where do you think players are going to go, It's really tough. We're going to move down quite a bit with the Colts and add a 5th round pick. I think they definitely won the trade, but still. Daniel Falalale, obviously very raw, but huge. I think Ben Cleveland would be the better choice, though. I think we should just move down and then, keep watching the players and maybe trade back up. These teams are crazy if they think I'm going to be trading this pick for next year. Unless you're giving me like a high second, I ain't doing it. I know we re-signed him to a 2-year deal and we just took a bit of a hit there, but this is too good of a pick, too good of a trade not to take. 74 in Lamp for 93 and 83. We add an extra 3rd round to this round, which is obviously nice. And they get a 74 overall DT. That's actually a really good trade-up. Rondale to the Cardinals of all teams. Looking at some of the other corners going by, it looks like we really did just make the wrong selection. But you're looking at combine grades and, potential skills. I think Ben Cleveland's the best bet, and he is a normal development 68 overall. If Daniel's there, I might go for him as well. Screw it. I mean, this class seems pretty low in overall, so, I mean, fair enough. Maybe this class isn't as good as, well, I mean, it's good as in, like, it's not overpowered, but it's not as good as in, like, you know, I'm not going to trade my picks away. They got me crazy, you know, whatever. But let's go, Daniel Faalale, please. Okay, 66 overall, but he is hidden, so that is, it's a win. It's definitely a win. Probably only going to be star, but this guy's class is pretty fair. I mean, it's on the lower end for talent. I mean, you can't really complain. I mean, obviously some of the skill positions, but that happens all the time in real life too. The skill positions are usually the quickest to develop, so they are the higher overalls in the end. This could be a little bit of a reach, but we need linebacker. Baron Browning looks solid. We're going to take him, and it's a good pick. 71 overall hidden. I don't know if he's actually this fast. Most of the classes I see him in, he's a bit slower than this, but he obviously looks really good here, and I am going to be starting him right out the gate. Nice. That's a good pick. That's potentially the best pick of the draft for us. As far as what's next, Anthony Schwartz, I really want him. But like a 4th-round pick now seems a bit high when you have guys like this. I feel like this is a can't-miss player, but Tyrell Williams looks really good with that combine grade. I think I'm going to take Tyrell, whatever his name is, 70 overall normal. I mean, he's like Asante Samuel, but not in the 2nd round, so it could have been worse. Was there someone we had? I'm just going to go to the end of the 4th, and if Anthony's there, or the start of the 5th, if Anthony's there, we'll take him. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on our class. I like it. It was really good for, realism. I'm pretty happy with it that way. Let's go to the Jets, get Anthony, and then maybe trade up again, grab the final corner, and just hope one of these damn corners is a superstar. Or just a star, I suppose, at this rate. We only have to give him a 5th and a 6th for 129. I mean, obviously, we're getting to that point where, like, the value keeps dropping for trade-up requests, but Anthony Schwartz, super fast, hopefully a decent bit of potential. He is a 68 overall normal, a little bit lower than some of our other classes we've seen him in, but definitely good enough to start, for sure. And for our final trade-up, 6th and a 7th to pick number 2. Once again, it seems a little, like, low, no? Like, the other one, okay, fair enough, but that one was really low value. Robert Rochelle, another cornerback, and another bad pick. I mean, he is pretty athletic. None of these corners are necessarily bad for Madden terms, but, like, for rebuild terms, like, I don't know, it's kind of tough to work with. And there is still a lot of talent. We kind of sold out for the cornerback position, but, I mean, you look at what we need, and that is probably the glaring need. We focus on O-line, we focus on corner, and those are the 2 hugest needs of the team. I mean, we went with a left tackle, a corner, right guard, right tackle, linebacker, corner, wide receiver, corner. So a bit of repetitive stuff there. 3 linemen, 3 corners, a wide receiver, and a linebacker. However, I will say, some of those picks were actually pretty decent. So left tackle, if this isn't superstar, we're obviously going to bump it, but I'm almost certain it will be, and it is. Maybe even put him at X Factor if you really wanted to. As far as linemen go, it was literally... Oh, no, we did get Faalale at star or better, so we'll take a look at that in a moment. Baron Browning, don't really care. I'd like superstar or better, but just the fact that he's hidden is big. 52, not bad. Put him at... keep him at number 52. Faalale, maybe he is superstar. You never know, but 66 overall, that's hard to believe it'd be higher than star. And, yeah, he's star development, so not going to be a starter right out the gate, but down the line, definitely a solid option. And looking at the draft, I don't really want to spoil the class too much, but was there another guy we were kind of like looking at? Let's look at one of the corners. Like, was Wade worth going? Ooh, thank God we passed on Wade. Obviously, that's going to... I'm not going to look at Campbell or Certain because... well, let's take a look at Certain because he's obviously going to be hidden anyways. But I'm not going to look at Campbell because that's a guy that I would probably look at in, future classes, so I don't want to spoil that one. Trey Lance, I'm just curious. Normal, kind of sucks. Bunch of linemen here. What was the other? Was there another guy? Sante, obviously, we took. I'll take a look at Horn, I guess. Normal, yikes. I mean, like, because there's some positions, like, in a draft like this, you would never really take Horn over Samuel, so wasn't really worried about cheating on that one too much. I'm kind of curious to see Josh Myers. And this class is pretty tame on the hiddens. As far as, like, comparing this class to... I mean, this guy was going to be a guy I would have taken, but he's always been so good in every class I've ever seen, so I just pass on it. But as far as, like, trying to have a realistic Madden class, but just with real names and like likenesses. This is a really good class. This is really good. This is the most downloaded one on Next Gen. So if you're on Next Gen, you want to see it, there you go. Rondale. I mean, we already knew he was going to be good, so I'm fine with looking at that. I got to try to see if we can fix him for next time, though, because obviously he went way later than, once again, any burner probably would. You know, nowadays everyone's looking for that next Tyreek Hill. All right, going into year 2, technically really year 1, because obviously last year, this year, real life is pretty much over. Justin Herbert with the flashy hair. I want to kiss him on his forehead. Looks like he's from the Outsiders book. Looking pretty decent. I mean, obviously, we would like a little bit higher stats, but he'll get there. Obviously, 81 overall, superstar development trait, just coming off his Rookie of the Year award, only 5,500 XP upgrade. Sewell, the starting left tackle, Fa'alale, learning the tackle position behind Mr. Bulaga, definitely a dependable guy there. O-line, Try Turner, kind of getting on the expensive side. Not super young, but he'll be fine. Devin, regression is not super bad for O-line, and we ended up letting Jason Peters go because he just didn't have a spot. We kind of cucked him over, ain't gonna lie. Collegiate Assembly, probably gone after this year. Pouncey, we gave him a 1 year, probably be gone after this year. So probably gonna move some players around there. As far as everything else goes, Schwartz, I don't know how it's gonna work at wide receiver because he's really, really raw, but he is fast. Wide receivers, I think number 1 is obviously solid, but number 2, maybe we look to replace him. I mean, I don't know what his contract situation is like. Did the Chargers pay him in real life? What's his contract? A 5th year. Okay, that's a lot of years. That's a tough one for me. I mean, what is he, 25, 26? Ooh, 26, no superstar. That is tough. I really like him in real life, but in Madden here, he's not super great. Defensively, linebacker, we need one more linebacker, and we're pretty much set there. Corner, we honestly, even though we drafted 3 guys, we did nothing for it. Asante could maybe be a career number 3, but that's about it. Safety, Nasir Adderley, obviously still young, hoping he can get a dev up this year. And then defensive line, Nwosu, been very successful for me over the last couple of Madden, so hopefully he can do well here. And yeah, I mean, it's okay, right? I mean, I think we made the right pick in the first round. Second round, I obviously can't really defend that. Some of the other picks, like we made up for some of the picks, like Fa'alale and Browning probably make up for the Asante Samuel miss. And then, you know, that's about it, really. So it's kind of a 50-50 draft, I can't lie. We had a chance! No, Mike! Mike sold, and we ended up losing. Like I said with Derwin, 7-year 81 rather than like a 7-year 101 or something like that. Definitely worth the contract if he wants to, decides to stay healthy. This Mike Williams one's tough for me. Obviously, Try Turner. I'm going to give him a 4-year deal here. I think he should be fine till 32. And Nwosu, you really don't have much of a choice. We're going to sign him probably to a 4-year deal. Maybe a 5. I think 4 to 5 is definitely worth it for him. Chris Harris might even retire on us. Casey Hayward might. I mean, we're going to lose. I mean, this is the year you kind of want to get it done, but obviously I think we're still a bit away from that. Mike Williams is pretty solid, really good at catching, but damn, son, I don't know about that age. That age is rough. I think we'll give him... I don't know. I think we're going to probably take a loss on it, but we're going to see how he plays first. I mean, I'm going to be honest, but like, you might as well try, right? I mean, it's worth it. I don't know why I checked. We literally lost. we literally lost. Why did I even look? 5-year deal worth $58 million for Nwosu. I think it's there. I think the value's there. Parham, sweet spot for him, but this scenario we might not. Kaiser, we might let go. Scott, we're letting go. Justin Jones, we have backups for that. Justin Jackson's a little bit of a tougher one. Pouncey, if he's still around, maybe we re-sign him at the deadline, as in like right before he goes to free agency. The Mike Williams price tag is probably going to be rising, but I think we got to wait. All right, heads to the playoffs. We are not in them. We go 6-10. Not much better than the year before. Take a look at the actual season stats. 2-0, 2-3, and then 4-3. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Not bad. A couple of matchups coming up. We lose to the worst team in the league with the Jets, although we're very close. It didn't go super well. We did end up signing Mike Williams to a 4-year 50, I believe it was. You know, it is what it is. It was worth it because in the end, he did have a very solid season. 1276, 13 touchdowns. I signed him around week 14. I don't even remember, but Worth the contract. If he doesn't go up in dev, I will cry. So then, because then it won't be worth the contract. Looking at sacks, terrible. Picks, terrible. Kicking, better, but still not great. Long was worse. I mean, pretty much everyone on the team outside of maybe Eckler played worse. We're not going to have an award win, but might as well throw it up there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Baron Brownie at number 2. Obviously, Sewell's not going to get Rookie of the Year. Anyone on the list? No? Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's it's a bit of a yikes because, you know, we didn't really progress at all, but that's the beauty of the draft, you know. You do badly, you still get a decent pick. I mean, that's kind of how that works, but, you know, you get something to work on next season. Washington versus Cincinnati. What a matchup. Washington appears to win. Chris Harris Jr. is an 81 overall. Casey Hayward's not, like, unusable. I think we'll let him go because there might be someone in free agency for us to sign, but fair enough, I suppose. Pouncey, I think we can make something work with the current guys we have. Maybe try at center, move someone from the tackle spot interiorly. I don't know, but yeah, we're going to let these guys go. We have a little bit of money to work with. You know, we're not completely strapped for cash, so we can sign a couple of guys. We may sign a big-name corner if there's one there, as you would probably expect there to be. Mr. Jair Alexander might be one of the guys. Calvin Ridley, in fairness, would be a nice signing, but we have Mike Williams. We're fine. Schwartz, I mean, it'd be nice, but obviously we don't need him. Orlando, O-line would be nice, but I mean, I think Bulaga, though, that man, that's tough. There's definitely some names here, but, like, I don't feel like we can pay these guys. Brian O'Neill might be worth it. I think we're going to pull off a Brian O'Neill, even though he almost never signs with us. I think we got him once or twice before, and we've offered a lot of times on him. A 4-year 36 for an 81 overall, like, tall guy that can play guard, honestly. He's actually pretty damn athletic. Not bad. Deshaun Elliott, do you think about replacing Nasir? You got to pretty much pay him soon. There's a lot of things to go over in this one. We'll get back to you. All right, let's see who we get. We get Justin Jackson O'Neal. I also offered on McGlinchey because I just didn't know if we were going to go to get O'Neal. We got Damon Harrison and Jair Alexander. Jair was a 5-year, $93 million. O'Neal was a 4-year, $45. Jackson was, I don't even know, it was something really small. Damon was kind of small, even though he's huge. I mean, not bad, right? This makes the team better for sure. I tried to get Casey Hayward back, but I don't think he's interested. Mike Williams, how much is it to upgrade him? 9,100. Okay, fair enough. Obviously, his XP bar is over that, which is really strange, but there you go. As far as the O-line goes, Falalele didn't really upgrade too high. He's not super athletic to play on the inside. I'm trying to think of what we do. What about Sewell? He's athletic enough to play interior, isn't he? I don't want to move him inside because Falalele is... Oh, Jesus, that face. Whatever, we're going to have an anchor at guard. Alex Boone type. And then move Try Turner inside, I believe. Now, let's actually move Kalichi inside, since he is on the older side anyways. Yeah, that makes sense. Kalichi at center. And then Try at left guard. We got some more backups, another DT backup. We're still trying to figure out who we want as our number 2/3. I know we have Damon, but like long-term wise, Mason Rudolph as a backup quarterback, and then Dante Pettis at the wide receiver spot. As far as 5th-year options go, Tillery, not a chance. I literally think we can get him on a 2-year deal worth the same amount as a freaking 5th-year option, so I'm going to be honest, no. And was Tillery a first round? I mean, it has to be, but like, interested. Oh, a little sneaky one at the end. Richard Sherman signs on a 1-year. Obviously, he's only like an 83, 84 overall, but still. And then Grant Haley as a backup. So I suppose maybe we can make a run. Honestly, I mean, cornerback has improved quite a bit. Long term as well. Obviously, this whole board is all over the place. But there is another like Sewell type mid-first. Do we take him? It's tough because obviously there are some other players like this DT. Michael Dennard looks really solid. I mean, there's a Miles Brackens. Of course, I think Brian Horn's the better choice because obviously he can wait. But man, that's tough because obviously it's all about the developments. And this guy looks really good. I don't know how you could pass on him. All right, going to pick 9. I don't even know if I want that damn lineman. I mean, he looks good. He looks so good, dude. Ooh, look at this DT. Jeromepkr. What about this left guard? That guy looks good too. Left end. I think we're just going to trade down for Michael Dennard, honestly. I think we can save money, live better, Walmart. You know, I think we can get a decent bit of value back if we go to, like, pick 17 or 18. And we can use whatever we got to try and move up for the middle linebacker. I think this is going to be a really good draft for us. I think we're actually going to improve quite a bit. Let's go 18 or 19, one of the two. 19 shows up first. Can we get a second first round? I know we just got BJ Hill, but they can have Cleveland and pick 9 with BJ Hill for 19 and 26. I think Ben Cleveland would have been enough on his own, but still. They go with left tackle Quincy Jackson. Interesting. Oh, no, Jeromepkr. Medlock. Okay, I mean, if we end up with the worst DT, I will cry. Oh, Brackens is still there, too. What about this guy, Eric? Wait, is our guy gone? No way. I think we're stuck with this other guy, Eric Lennon. He does look really good anyways. We're going to take him, Eric Lennon. No. I mean, he'll still be a decent DT, but of course we get scammed. I cannot wait to see how much of a sale we put on with that Jeromepkr guy that we could have had. Oh, this is going to hurt. We also do have a safety. I completely forgot about this guy. I think we should take him. Nasir Adderley ain't working out, I'm going to be honest. Let's do it. Emmett Monroe, safety, really high zone, 74 overall. That's a very good pick. Once again, it's just Madden being Madden with the developments, but 75 catching, not bad, not bad. Let's move to the start of the third round. We will move up and grab the middle linebacker, and honestly, after that, it's all just like, hope we can get someone maybe, but, you know, no real, like, immediate needs. Obviously, once again, we did get completely screwed with that DT being gone. I really didn't. I don't know how, dude. I honestly have no idea how he was gone. We give him 41, 105, and Easton Stick for 33. Very close trade with just the draft picks alone, so totally fine there. Although there's some running backs there. Eric Rucker, 21 years old. Kind of looks literally just like Eckler, though. But yeah, let's take the middle linebacker. Hopefully the best pick of the draft. Brian Horn, late second, looks really solid. And thank you. Finally, a hidden development player at one of the more important positions, I suppose, because now we have the linebacker spot absolutely locked up. It's perfectly fine now. And what else do we have that we can draft? Everyone's like a red. Yikes. Is it even worth, like, taking reds? I don't know. Mid-4th. Yo, this is actually, like, the first 2 rounds was pretty good, but, like, that's a bit of a yikes from me. We do have some other talented players here. Maybe they're worth going for. I don't know. I think it might be a trade down. Let's go to pick 9 in the third. If there's no one there best available, we're going to trade down. It is a combine skipper, but that is like the most like random luck-induced one ever. I don't know, dude. That's a bit of a risk. Nah, we're going to go for a late second with this pick. You want John Simon back? It was a fair trade straight up because they're getting immediate value literally right now. And they get a tight end out of it. 70 overall looks pretty good to me. And obviously we all know what immediate means, but I felt the need to let you know in case you didn't. And I was willing to take this running back even though he is like projected low. But let's see, what is he? We got this guy as well, late 5th. This guy, I mean, that's like right there. Like, that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to take Enrique Goodwin. 67 overall normal. 66 overall normal. Injury's really high. That stamina is really questionable, though. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe could have taken a corner instead. I'm going to be so sad when we see this freaking... wow, these players have been really bad in the later portion. When we see those DTs, it's going to be such a sad day. I guess we're going to take the center. Mid-7th. And he's a hidden. Of course he is. Of course, it's probably going to just be a star development. He's actually really solid. That's one of the best 60-some overalls I've ever seen. Low 60s. Of course he's hidden. Of course he is. Busted out in the real, like, created class, the user created one, but of course there we're fine. Punter isn't great here, so I'm going to go with the highest kick power guy, Howie Nicholson, 69 overall normal. I mean, he's probably already better out the gate than our guy, but I will say the kicker and punter position has been like even worse than before in Madden. It's really rough. As far as hit-ins go, we didn't land any outside of like 2, I believe, so that's a bit of a yikes, and we're obviously going to take a look at those DTs. I also want to see that lineman, because we may have sold star development. If that lineman's superstar, we obviously sold. We made a terrible decision. But hopefully this guy's superstar. If this guy's superstar, it doesn't matter. But let's be honest. He's low overall, probably going to be star. And yeah, he's star. Looking at the whole class, when did he actually go? Here's this guy, most likely another one of those X Factor guys, huh? Atlanta finally gets themselves a pass rusher. This is probably going to be an X Factor, Chase Young kind of clone player. Yeah, they do that a lot now. Oh, no. Oh, no! They did it! They sold! I don't know why Minnesota thinks they need another wide receiver, but there you go. Where is it? So here's the first DT taken. Yikes. George Keaton. Nice player there. That guy looks solid as well. Quincy Jackson, 71 overall, normal from the Jets. Geo Baker, okay, he is normal, but he is probably better than our guy. He is, but like, I don't know. I'm not too mad about it. He's normal development, fine, fair enough. Eddie Thompson, there you go, Miami, finally. Trent Gordon, really good player, looks like, with his development. Ooh, only 72 overall for the guy we wanted. Oh, we okay, that I'm happy now. Yeah, lineman is just 250. No! This is the guy we wanted. Look at how good he is. He's literally a day one starter for our roster. Oh, please. Don't do it to me. Okay, they still did it to me, just at like a lesser level. Who's this? Thurman Dean. Normal. Medlock, normal. So not many of the DTs were actually like hidden, so like we couldn't really have done much with it anyways. Was there anyone else? Oh yeah, Brackens. Ooh, normal. Okay, I mean, we lost, but we won, so I mean, it could have been worse. Oh, here's the other guy we wanted. Yikes, with these normals, bro. And I don't remember the combine skipping corner, so I mean, we lost on the DT. If we would end up getting that DT, we would have had like the perfect CPU draft, because you can't really ask for much. But Lennon, I mean, he's still all right. He'll probably go to 76, 77 at DT. So, yeah, it sucks not having the star dev, but he's still a really good player. You can't ask for that much. Strength's a little low, though. 75 overall, fair enough. Think we'll sit him for a year. Oh, he is very fast, though. I don't know. We'll see what we want to do. There's a lot of DTs on this team, by the way. All right, year 3, boys. 86 overall team. Herbert's now an 88 overall, so he's obviously definitely getting there. Looks pretty damn good to me, outside of break sack, but meh. Mike Williams, 85 overall, technically 86. It worked out. It was a close call, but it worked out. Eckler may need to be... I don't know why Eckler is just so bad in Madden. I just don't know why. O-line, though. I mean, seeing this O-line, it definitely has me, Ryan. See, we'll see 84 overall. What's his abilities, just for the hell of it? Screen protector. And then defensively, obviously the big improvement is that we got Jair. Sherman's definitely on the slower side, so I ain't gonna lie, is a little bit of a sell, but sometimes smarts can trump... Nah, he's really slow, but look at the linebackers. Obviously, one of the best up-and-coming linebacking groups in the league. Derwin's sick. Monroe, the new starter. Maybe we should have traded Nasir, but I don't care. I really don't. D-line, we put Lennon in the starting spot because maybe he's the future. Maybe we'll get lucky with a breakout. I don't know. Brian Bulaga, I think we'll give him a contract if he's still around. He may retire. I don't know. We'll see. As far as everyone else, though, Sherman, he'll retire. Damon will retire. Kalichi Assembly may retire. Jerry Tillery, I think we're going to give him a 4-year deal. It's a pretty fair contract. He's not a great player, but he's solid enough. Nasir, I'll actually give him a 2-year deal, and maybe we find a team for him. I don't know, but that's still good backup money. And Badgley, we got to get a new kicker, I'm going to be honest. Not a lot to re-sign. Okay, I mean, we're saving money here. All right, heads to week 17, which is obviously the playoffs, and we are in. We also take the bye week from the AFC side, which is nice. 4-0, lost the game. 1-2, lost the game. 1-4, lost the game. 1, lost 1. I mean, history's kind of repeating here. We're going to potentially lose round 1, but At least we don't have to play round 1, technically. Justin Herbert, 4,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 picks. I don't know if that's X-Factor caliber, though. Eckler was better yards per carry. The touchdowns went to Justin Jackson, though. Receiving, Mike Williams could be an X-Factor. Keenan, good season. Henry could be superstar. He should be. Schwartz, I mean, he's not really getting much play time, but he's playing more than any of our other rebuilds. Sewell and Bulaga were terrible, which makes literally no sense because they have the most help of any of their seasons. Joey Bosa, 12.5, nice. 6.5 for Murray. Lennon was pretty decent, and Wosu was really bad. Picks, just terrible. All right, Badgley. Oh, maybe he gets a contract. 11 for 11. The rookie was, it's okay. As far as awards go, maybe MVP? Oh, number 2, Baker on the Titans. Did get player of the year, though, which makes literally no sense, but we'll take it, I suppose. Rookie of the year, Brian Horn on defense. And then Herbert down to 4 on QB. Things just don't make any sense. Eckler at 9. Mike Williams, the second best wide receiver in the league. Keenan at 8. O-line, I was about to say we should have a few in there. Where the hell has Bulaga been? I don't even know. Like, if you got Sewell there, where's Bulaga? I don't know. Number 6 and 4, which isn't bad. Bosa at 3. Linebacker at none. DB Derwin at 9. Kicking, Badgley, best kicker in the league. I guess we do have to re-sign him. It's always, they always do it, don't they? It's always right when they need a contract. Oh, I'm good. And then we get them a contract, and then, oh, I'm bad. Don't know why I had that accent. Or tone, I suppose, would be the word for it. Running back, wide receiver, tight. And this is tough because I feel like we need a new running back soon, but yeah, we'll go wide receiver. But here we are. Things have definitely turned around in the positive sense. The 87 overall Ravens, this would be a win-win for us because obviously we have their second-round pick. So we would move on, and we would make our extra second-round pick even better. Or I guess even better wouldn't be the wording. Less worse, I guess? I don't know. But let's just hope for a win. I mean, I don't know if we're ready yet, but it's a pretty good team, and I would like to at least win one of the playoff games. We're already here. Our pick's already going to kind of suck, so might as well make it count while you're here. And unfortunately, that does not look like it's going to be in the cards. It's such a close game. Get a touchdown here. Ooh, things are looking okay. Oh, my. This could be an overtime game, huh? Oh, you can't. That's a GG. You've lost the game. Yeah, like, that's just so bad. That is so bad. You punt from your own, 5. How is the offense not moving the ball better than that? Herbert with 2. It was an okay game, but look at the completion percentage difference. The defense couldn't get a stop to save their life. 22 for 24. Absolutely nutcase stuff. Eckler was all right. Just didn't trust him. As you can see, the rushing carry numbers were way higher for them. Receiving, Hunter Henry was amazing. As you know, with the Ravens linebackers haven't really been great over the years, specifically on the interior. Sack totals, they had way more sacks than us. Of course, John Simon looking like, got him. Kicking, Badgley. I don't know what to do because it's like he was the best kicker in the league, and, that was a block, so, is it really his fault? I don't know. But if he doesn't get blocked, I don't know the situation, right? We don't know how the play style goes near the end there. That hurts. That hurts. But hopefully we get some dev ups, and that'll make up for it. As far as the winner of the Super Bowl, the Bengals are back in it again. I'm glad that they projected them to be top 10, and they win the Super Bowl. Yeah, thank you, EA. Almost traded for that pick. Or let's take a look at what kind of dev ups we had on offense, if any. And we got a bunch of them. We got 3 of them. Mike Williams, the X Factor. What's his abilities? Rack 'em up. Rack 'em up makes no sense. Probably double me, right? It'd be double me or max security. I'm going to go max security. I think that makes more sense. Return man is hilarious. Once again, I don't think this matters. But, let's go deep out, I suppose. Or deep in. Was deep out there? No, deep in. They probably have deep out for this. I just like his deep, just secure catching. What did Herbert have? Oh, if he goes strong arm, he has 95 overall. There you go, Herbert. Herbert's becoming a god here. High-low, Deadeye, Fearless, Comeback, Hot Route Master. That's a bit of a yikes. Oh, he can get Escape Artist? That's kind of freaking awesome, isn't it? I just say Lofting, Deadeye, right? Protector doesn't really make sense for them. And then... But yeah, that's nice. I didn't check Henry, but that's fine. Dev ups on defense. It appears it was just one. The rookie, Brian Horn, goes up to Superstar Ripper. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever you gotta do, man. Okay, I like it. Sherman retired, of course. It doesn't. I don't know if Damon did. Damon did not retire. Interesting. O-line, Bulaga's still here, but he's only an 81, so coming off of kind of a rough season, I think this is kind of the cutoff point for him. Badgley at 1. I mean, I guess, right? He's kind of getting there as well. Happy to resign. If he would have said no, I would have, like, crapped myself in, like, a weird, like, I don't even know, like a, are you kidding me, but I don't really care kind of strange reaction. I mean, Badgley has been the most polarizing player of this rebuild. I don't even know what to tell you. As far as free agency goes, Calvin Ridley only got a 1-year deal. Kareem Hunt would be nice. Actually, what is Eckler's contract? Because if Eckler needs a contract after this year, which he may need one, might be worth trading him. He's been okay. I feel like we're just not utilizing him well. I feel like we just need a power back, like a pure power back. Yeah, I mean, running back's on the list. Okay, so we can go for a running back. Nice. Anyone else there worthy of thinking about? Schwartz, we don't have a right tackle, but we can fix that. Baker Mayfield wins MVP, and he gets let go. James Bradbury, though, what a career turnaround. Obviously having a pretty damn good year with the Giants this year. McCole Hardman, James Robinson. And we don't really need wide receiver. Okay, I mean, there's a couple of names. No one insanely big here, though, so we might offer something to Bulaga, like half of what he wanted, and then I think we're just going to offer Kareem Hunt exactly what he wants and just hope he gets a dev up. If he doesn't, it could be a little bit of an overpayment, but that's worth the talent, right? Like, that's pretty good. Caden Smith, the backup tight end, and then, of course, Kareem Hunt signs. We didn't really offer too many more contracts, so Eckler's on the list of players to trade. I'm trying to think, like, how old is he, 28? Maybe a third-round pick from a team that's, like, kind of bad. Like, you know, bad pick anyways. The question is, does anyone even need a running back? And there it is. Eckler to the Bills for pick 83. We obviously know they got rid of Singletary. They get a little bit bigger of a version of Singletary, I suppose. As far as what we need, though, O-line definitely will take a hit with Bulaga being gone. But we're going to put O'Neal. I think we'll keep O'Neal at guard. Cummins, hey, he stays at center. Daniel Faalale at right tackle. Maybe we draft a lineman again. I don't know, because what is our left guard spot? Is it just Try Turner? I mean, it's pretty good. Works out for me. So, offense looks perfectly fine. Defensively, though, probably draft another DT. Cornerback for sure. Safety, maybe, if there's someone there. But it's a really solid-looking team. It just got to keep developing. So, Herbert is going to cost a lot of money anyway, so let's give him that 5th-year option. Keep this train rolling as long as possible. Have you given any thought to, yeah, we're going to give him a long-term deal probably, but not right now. 5th year. Well, I mean, we will, but not a 5th-year option. We lose Bulaga and we get a couple of backups. All right, so we learned our lesson last time that we have a DT. We're going to go to 16. And if he's gone at 16, I blame every one of you, not myself. We also have a corner / a safety. The corner's going to be too high, though. His name is Fort or something like that. I'm not doing that. It's going to be like pick 10 or 12. 10. Of course it's not going to be 10 because it already just happened. Yeah, number 11, Jamie Fort. Man, the Rams have been crushing the draft lately. Pissing me off. And that was not our DT, but because that guy's so good, I ain't risking any further. We're going to 16 with the Chiefs. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but we're doing it. We're risking it here. We're going to give him 28 and Lennon to the Raiders for 17. I know Lennon's young, but normal development just doesn't get it done. It just simply doesn't. So thankfully, the Chiefs didn't take him. We didn't go to the Chiefs with the trade because they didn't want a DT, so we assumed they wouldn't take a DT. This is the guy. If this guy isn't hidden, we absolutely sold. But look at how good he is. Oh, like, come on if he's not. And there we go. 77 overall hidden. Honestly, this guy could be, like, the best DT ever in a Madden draft, so we'll see. If he's Superstar or better, I'm going to say he's definitely the best I've seen in this Madden. That's for sure. And another I mean, there's so many good DTs. We also have a safety named Alex Hearns. He's a hybrid, so I think just because of the archetype and the speed, I'm going to draft him and probably move him to corner. But let's take a look. The Buffalo Bills, I'm willing to trade away pretty much anything here. So we have 2 second-round picks. They're late, though, so I don't think it's really going to work too well. So we give them 60 and 61, but to make the trade actually fair, we are going to have to give them like a 3rd round next year. So we'll give them a 3rd round next year for like a 7th or something. There you go. It was very close on its own, but obviously it didn't go. So let us make this trade. What about that tight end? Obviously, we don't need him, but like I'm just curious. That is a very solid player. I'd be willing to take him if we actually needed him. Brian Brenner, by the way. That guy looks really good, too. Might have to pass on him, though. Alex Hearns, late first. Top skills are a little worrisome, but that catching grade, I'm telling you, good safety / corners have high catching really fast. Is that, hybrid like they said? 62 block shed. He's really good. He probably is built to be like the perfect safety, but we're putting him at corner and ruining him. Don't worry. Let's go to the next round. If the linebacker's there, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Like, let's see. What else do we have later? So we have a running back. I mean, it's like you either trade down. Not that we have like the highest pick anyways. It's either you trade down or you trade up for this linebacker who, I mean, he looks similar to the guy we took, and that obviously went very well for us. So, I mean, I'm kind of just willing to just trade up for him. I don't know, though. Can we even trade up for him? Actually, that's the question. I don't want to put too much effort in, so if it takes, a bit of time, I'm not going to do it. Nasir, we just re-signed, though. I guess we're going to pass on him. He's too tough to get. But because I don't know when he'll go, let's move down a little bit. Okay, he went right away. 72 overall. I don't know how good he is, but 72 overall is never a bad sign, right? Pick 28. That running back looks pretty decent. Do we go for him? Late fourth. I mean, A+ carrying, A- trucking, rather fast, 21 years old, early first talent. I mean, we've taken bust before. We'll take this guy. I don't really care. And he's not a bust at all. Number 1 in true talent. I don't know how true that is, but normal development. Now I wish those ratings you can't upgrade are so brutal. I don't know why EA does that, but now I wish we didn't go for Hunt. But it is what it is. We've already done it, so Hunt is the starter. I mean, I still want him. Hunt is obviously a god. Early 7th, definitely worth it. So let's trade this down and then honestly take the guy in the 4th if he's there. This has been an okay draft. We didn't get that middle linebacker, but don't really need linebacker anyways. It's just kind of a best available pick kind of thing. So, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't going to make a crazy play. This is a tough one. Like, you kind of have to go for a team that was, like, really bad. The Jets are a pretty good bet every time, right? They got Lawrence now, though. Let's find a team with a bad QB. Detroit? A 3rd round from Detroit's fair. See what Detroit does with the pick. And I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not. 28 in the 4th. Wide receiver might as well. It's kind of like another Anthony Schwartz kind of pick. Courtney Starks, 21.58, really fast. I mean, at least he's a good returner. Or better, because he's a 68 overall with a hidden. I mean, like I said, this could be a guy that I would have just put a returner if he wasn't good. Really solid player, actually. And boy, do I wish we would have had him in like a franchise of ours or something. He just looks like so much fun. Let's trade this down, and then in the 6th round, we're going to take a punter. Ooh, we have a fullback as well. I think fullback's a bigger need for us, so we're going to go with Michael Gonzalez. 69 overall normal. Ooh, 73 run block, 90 lead block, 81 strength. I mean, lead block-wise, does that make him like one of the best lead blocking players in the league, let alone fullback? Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. How many hits did we land? We had landed at least 3, actually. Yeah, that was actually a really good draft. Obviously, we'll have to take a look at some of the players we missed, but Jason Gresham, I mean, you can't really get much better than that. That's literally day 1 starter, star, superstar, X Factor, whatever it is, day 1 starter right away. And he is star development. Okay, I mean, I'll still take it. Alex Hearns, I'm going to put him at cornerback like literally right away because he's going to be our number 2 corner straight out the gate. And his development is also star development, number 26. Okay, I mean, body's still warm. Well, actually, it's been a couple of years now. And then Courtney Starks, probably going to be our number 3 right out the gate. Schwartz really hasn't gotten the job done, and obviously his development time is kind of, reduced. Another star development player. 19 looks kind of cool on him. Looking at the players we missed, so number 1 and 2 is wide receiver. Interesting. And the funny part is, like, the speeds are a little opposite. If you would have put Bonds and Reddick's speed change, it would have been literally like a Julio Jones, AJ Green type thing, like 6'3", top tier wide receiver, 6'4" wide receiver. Obviously, this guy was leaps and bounds higher. I mean, the amount of abuse you would get in a user franchise for drafting the other guy over this guy, I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't even want to imagine. Oh, I wouldn't even want to imagine it. Like, I would just kick you from the league, honestly. I would probably just kick you from the league. There's really no point in taking this guy over the other guy. His traits are worse. His age is too higher. He's slower. There's really no reason. He's shorter. I mean, that is just terrible by the Eagles, but it's the Eagles and wide receivers. What'd you expect? There's also a couple of quarterbacks that went in the first round. Monte Freeman. Ooh. You kind of write it off. Normal development. He's kind of bad. He's good. Injury's kind of rough and whatnot, but that is a good player. Anthony Rush, not even like a half as good as the other guy. Let's take a look at some of the other DTs, though. So, Brandon Goodwin, he's a very high overall, but obviously, I mean, these are some sick DTs regardless, though. Even if he's not hidden and whatnot, that was still a good DT. These DTs are so athletic. Like 81 speed for 3 of them. What about this guy? Normal development, 85 excel, 75 speed. That's actually nuts. What about these guys? These guys are pretty good too, I'd imagine. 77 speed. Cole is 79 speed. None of them are hidden, though. Literally none of them. Everyone's athletic, though. Brenner. Ooh, hidden development. 89 speed, 90 excel. Wow, that guy looks pretty solid, though. We don't really have a starting spot for him anyway, so I don't really mind too much. Brenner, where's his traits? And that's what I get. Make fun of the Eagles picking that wide receiver, which obviously was a terrible decision regardless. And they get an X-Factor linebacker that we were trying to get. We didn't want to put too much effort in, and we should have. But oh well, we're here now, aren't we? All right, what is this? Year 4 now, I believe. Obviously, the O-line has taken a bit of a hit, but it's younger. The left tackle spot's set for, life. Fa'alale hopefully is set for a while. Right tackle, Brian O'Neill's set for another 2 or so years. Cummins is hopefully, going to be the future there. Left guard's a position of need. O-line or receiving talent is obviously through the roof. Running back is insane. Herbert's obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the league now. Linebackers, obviously solid, all 82 pluses. Corner, number 2, hopefully develops to like a 78, maybe 80 by the end of the year. Monroe, year 2 is just as good as Nasir Adderley, and obviously still has a chance for a dev up. Gresham, obviously the best DT here. And Wosio I'd like to see get going, though. That's one of the guys that's been the most disappointing. Signings, Kenneth Murray's not asking for a whole... Is that it? Hello? Do we have to re-sign someone else? No, I'm just going to give him the full schwack. We are actually really broke, though. That's a little worrisome. All right, headed to the playoffs, even though we had a shaky season and we barely make it. Oh, my Lord, with this team. How is it losing so much? They lose to the Packers. Patriots makes no sense. Bears makes no sense. Jets really makes no sense. Chiefs, fair enough. Titans, I suppose, fair enough. But, how? It's just... Look at me. I'm a Los Angeles Chargers fan. But, why? Why is it so bad? Okay, the O-line's not perfect, right? But which team? Show me a single team that is. Honestly, at this point, maybe even show me a single team that has a better O-line than us. The Chiefs, no, well, they got a couple of decent pieces. The Colts, who start off with a really good O-line, they're obviously pretty damn solid. The Cowboys, they're about to get pretty bad. Okay, maybe not the greatest examples, okay, but most of these teams do have bad O-lines. I can promise you that. Look at these teams. Let's take a look at the Bengals. They won the Super Bowl 50 times now. Jonah's good. Flowers is meh. Lindsley's meh, McGovern's meh, Patterson's meh. I would much rather have our O-line for potential and just straight up talent right now. Look at the season, though. Herbert did have a pretty good year anyways, though. 4,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, 10 picks. Kareem Hunt, yards per carry is great. Touchdowns are pretty solid. Pretty much the same thing as Eckler, though, really. Just he got the touchdowns. Starks in the slot role actually crushed it. Mike Williams, still a decent season, but lower. Henry, maybe X-Factor. Keenan Allen, 9 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. O-line, like I said, 90-some overall, gives up 14 sacks, right? 97. The fourth ranked? Is that just all over overall? He's the 4th ranked left tackle. How? I have to take a look at this. Kenneth Murray, 130 tackles. Sack totals, Joey Bosa went off. And Wosu, my guy, finally showing up. I mean, the defense played better than normal. Badgley, I mean, offense must be sick if we're only kicking 7 field goals and making the playoffs, right? I know it's 9-7, but I mean, I don't even know. I mean, at least we're here, right? That's really all I can ask for. Any award wins? Chargers, no. I mean, we were up there for a lot of them, so fair enough. But here we are going up against the Bengals that have won the Super Bowl like every single time ever, basically. Let's go field general. 98 overall, Justin Herbert now. Field general plus, okay, some pretty good upgrade. All right, let's see if we can even win a playoff game here. 91 overall to their 88 overall. Going to the end of the game, we are not looking too bad. They get a touchdown themselves, though. We're up by 3, up by 10. Okay. Like I said, all I really want is one win. You know, I want some positive direction. 24-7, 24-14, 24-17. There you go. Not saying it's the dagger, but it looks pretty damn good. And we win the game by 7. The Bengals are a glitch team, so that's almost just as good as winning the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's not, but it gives you a lot of hope. Courtney Starks, man, it's been kind of a beast. Obviously, a change of pace type of player at wide receiver because pretty much everyone around here is just a jump ball machine, catching machine. He's just an actual burner. Not bad. I wonder what overall he is now, too. Like 75, 76 overall. Surprised he didn't win Rookie of the Year. Maybe he did, and I just kind of skipped over it, maybe. But I don't think I've seen anyone at the top of the board for us for anything like that. Let's take a look. Kind of curious, because he could have. Definitely could have. Oh, number 2. Damn. And, of course, it's to a quarterback, of course. As always. 86 overall. Titans barely holding on by a string here, apparently. A thread, even though they beat us by double digits. All right, going to the end of the game. Tennessee puts up the first points of the game. And right now it's like a really weird one, but I don't know how to feel about this. It's such a strange one. We get 3 before half. What a weird score. Down by 4. Come on, offense. The defense has done about as much as it can. And we're going to win the game. Defense, you absolute heroes. We lost our last season's playoff game because there was no defense. This year, I mean, that was insane. I mean, Herbert literally got carried. Rushing, Hunt has been pretty good. Starks wasn't that great in this one. Defensively, sack totals, Joey Bosa looking good. Horn kind of gets in there for pressure every once in a while. Adoree Jackson with a pick. Derwin with a pick. Badgley, the better of the two. Nice. I mean, I don't know who Keith Duncan even is. Probably some sort of low overall, but I'll take it. We are now moving on to the championship round. Who's it going to be against? The Browns, probably? The Jets. A team we lost. Okay, maybe they're better than I thought. 86 overall Jets. We are a 92. Could be a California Bowl. I've seen the Rams are still in it. Of course, no weather. I mean, it's probably cold, but no snow games, so Chargers should be all right in this one. Obviously, another low-scoring affair in the first half, and you cannot do that. Giving up 7 before half. We would have been up by 7 in the second. Down by 3. Tied up at 17 all. That is not a drive I like to see. We met Badgley. What is this offense doing? I mean, I think in this situation, you got to go for it. Why are you punting here? You have to go for this. With the clock running as well, and Kareem Hunt wearing number 35, your chances are really low. Uh-oh. There goes Hunter Henry. That was a close call. I don't know if this team can move the ball without us here. 2 minutes with, basically no using of the timeouts because that's how the AI rolls. I don't know. We'll see. They really are draining that clock, though. And they get the field goal. And we win. I mean, I don't know what the logic is there. You give up the ball there. Worst case scenario is they go up by 4. You have to somehow hold them with the clock running for under 3 minutes. I don't like those odds. I just don't. I'd rather lose the playoff game. No, there's no reason. I'd rather lose the playoff game because you get the stop, but they get the field goal and you lose by 1 than to punt them the ball and never get the ball back. I don't care. You gotta stay out there, I don't know the math on it, but I think there's just not enough time to do that. And, if they're up by 4, maybe 5, if they're up by like 5 or 6, yeah, but they weren't. Herbert sold as hard as he could, but the team prevailed. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns. The team prevailed around him, and they win the game. On to the Super Bowl. This could be over right here and now. I didn't think it was going to be. I thought we were probably, I'd say next season was when I thought it was going to happen. But in fairness, the receivers are actually, this offense is super, super talented. Like, it is actually really talented. And it is a California Bowl. 9-7 for both teams, of course. Show you guys didn't cheat, because once again, sometimes I do forget, but obviously this is the Super Bowl, so I probably won't. But yeah, no force wins, no restarting, you know, none of that fancy business. But here we are. Actually, let's first take a look at the dev-ups in case we had any. I don't think we would have had any on offense. Maybe Starks, but no. Maybe Hunter Henry, actually, but obviously didn't. In Wosu, I swear this man's a glitch. I don't know what it is. Do they have, like, personal goals and that, like, can give them, why wouldn't we want something like Edge through or something? But is there, like, certain goals that are easier for certain players? Because, like, it seems like he can do the bare minimum and he gets a dev up. And here goes my game crashing or something. I don't even know. I think it legit did. It didn't crash. It's still, I could... Wow, that was... Thanks for the response time. Next gen, faster than life. I don't even know what to tell you. All right, 9-7, 92 overall, going against the Rams, who are in 85. So all these teams are like barely holding on to their real life rosters at this point. Jared Goff versus Justin Herbert. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but like on paper, this should be a smattering. Like, we should actually destroy them. And here we are losing. Thank you for the 2-point conversion. Come on, offense. 11 points. Like, really? There you go, offense. I will freaking force my way into this game. I will win this game for us. I don't care. Like, I'm not saying I want the rebuild to necessarily end, but nah, dude. Team's not good enough. The Rams aren't good enough to pull this off here. Like, is Herbert just selling again? That is such a weird route. Good job by Keenan down to the 46. Of course, the Chargers always find themselves losing by like 1 right at the end of the game. Literally by 1. No more, no less. Got to trust Keenan, who could have a touchdown. Oh, my. That running is so strange. I keep forgetting about next. 150. What, did he get benched in the second quarter? What do you mean? What do you actually mean? 100. Herbert is just not a good playoff quarterback. Oh, get absolutely ended. I ended that man's career. Cut it all the way back left, and he thought he was like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. No, you are not. You got it, and you got on the ground. 2nd and 2 from the 18-yard line. I mean, I think Donald's still on the team, right? Oh, they got Dennard. I forgot about that. Ooh, they're trying to trick us here. This is a strange one, isn't it? I mean, they're like not wasting the... they're letting us waste the time here. It's so strange. I mean, I think you actually call a timeout here. I think you actually, like, maybe run the ball again and trust Hunt. Because, like, assuming he doesn't fumble, he could just win the game on a touchdown, which is obviously fully guaranteed. And not today. Big pop. We'll let them kick the field goal. I ain't gonna... Well, for 1, I don't want to choke it, but 2, I ain't gonna, you know, if the game wants to win it, they can win it. And the Chargers win. Badgley, you hero. The Los Angeles Chargers. They have done the impossible. They had a winning season. I mean, a Super Bowl winning season. Of course, they win the Super Bowl. A team that probably, honestly, could have won it like a few years ago. I remember, like, the Chargers were so stacked on talent. Their defense looked like the best in the league. They had some really solid offensive weapons, and they just didn't do it. They still haven't really played up to that roster. Unlucky injuries and just unlucky things have happened, but, like, I don't know. I really thought we would have seen it. Maybe the Chargers still have time, but, like, there's no reason the Chargers shouldn't have or should not win a Super Bowl soon. Like, it's just... That team is so... like, talented. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're just the Chargers, honestly. It's just the Chargers. But, of course, in this one, they were also pretty 50-50 at times. You know, just certain times we should have done better than we did, and I don't know. It was really weird. But ultimately, Joey Bosa with a pick with 3 sacks. That is obviously the player of the game. Totally worth it there. And if he's not on the podium, which he won't be, I will cry. And once again, the confetti outside of the stadium. They just blew up the entire place. The entire world has confetti because the Chargers have won the Super Bowl. That's literally what, any big baller does. Forget the in-stadium freaking confetti. The whole world, the whole state at least, just do it. Why not, right? Just screw it. Who cares? We'll just make more birds. Who cares? Sorry, squirrels. Like no one, who cares if they choke and die? Okay, Jared Goff threw 4 interceptions. Justin Herbert, of course, not much better, but at least he didn't throw 4 picks. Rushing 2 touchdowns. Yikes. That would have been worse to watch than the Rams versus Patriots. Like, that was terrible. Bosa went off. Gresham went off. Murray went off. Spillane surprisingly went off for them. And Wosu, we got after Goff. Their O-line died. That was simply the reason. Absolutely impressive performance. Of course, I would have liked to see a little bit better on offense, but defense played its heart out. And once again, I said I was going to forget. I did not forget to show you we didn't cheat. The rebuild's over. We actually did a success. It's better than our Jets rebuild, which you should watch, but, things were very strange in that one, as you can see. No Super Bowl force win or anything weird like that. Regardless, though, hopefully you guys did enjoy that. If you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, Jeromepkr Plays, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Could be a rebuild tonight. Of course, if there is or not, we are still going to have a Cyberpunk episode on the second channel. It'll probably be at like 7 p.m. Central, maybe. I don't know. But we will also likely have a special rebuild on Saturday of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe give me some ideas. I haven't started recording it yet, so maybe it's not too late. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!